just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report.
Gossip.
With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
All right, well, Chris Brown has been making the rounds, doing his interviews. Now, you know Normani's in his video for Warm Embrace, and people were mad and slamming her for working with him, but Chris Brown is pushing forward. He's got a lot of fans. I'm surprised that people are still, bringing, what are you going to do? He's been working with everybody. Mm-hmm. Like, every time somebody works with him, are people going to get mad?
Yes. That's the way this world is right
even
now.
If you look at his track listing and all the different features that he has and other artists that have worked with him. So he did say he hopes to get a Beyonce collaboration. That's one of the things that he's really hoping for. And on Drink Champs, he also talked about Diddy turning him down. Here's what he said.
Diddy turned me down, but it's love now. It's like my family, my brother now.
Well, let's get to the point.
But it was a blessing.
You went to see him.
Yeah.
Was you dancing?
So basically, it came as a package deal.
Because if you danced, he definitely would have signed you. He didn't.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it 100. So I was like 12 at this time. This was before when I linked to Def Jam.
Okay.
But it was me and his one of my production manager's son named TJ. He's my brother to this day. But me and him were like a group. You know what I'm saying? So
what's the name of y'all group?
Man, we didn't have no name. We just was.
This is why he ain't signed y'all.
You gotta get that far.
Yeah, what Chris Brown did this time for press was he invited everybody to his house. So if you look at most of those interviews, they had done at, I believe, different parts of his house. I think one interview was done in his huge walk-in closet, and another one was done in like a living area space. But all those interviews, if you look at $1 Million Worth of Game or
Well, we're going to get to $1 Million Worth of Game right now. Mm-hmm. And he talked about going to jail and being number one.
The lawyer's room, they got a special lawyer's room if you meet with your attorney. So every time they would, usually they'll call your name, oh, get ready, pack it up, boom, boom, boom. They'll play Loyal over the speakers, blasting that shit. And I just put Loyal out. Loyal went number one while I was sitting in jail. Oh, God. So that was me thinking I'm going to hang some up. Yeah. And I was like, oh, all right, I got y'all. All right, for sure.
A lot of times, too, when you at your lowest point in life, that's when you get your blessing.
Facts.
Because God,
I learned my lesson, too. But
exactly. God,
okay,
you learned your lesson, nigga.
All right, and there's more of that. Obviously, you can see all these different. He did Big Boy. He did $1 Million Worth of Game. He did Drink Champs, so you can watch all of those. And former NBA star Vince Carter's home in Atlanta was burglarized, and nearly $100,000 was stolen. And his wife and 2 sons were home at the time, hiding in a closet. So apparently, the burglar smashed in a first-floor window, and it was in Buckhead. And according to an incident report that was released, she said she was in bed with her 2 sons, and she heard loud noises coming from out front at about 11:50 p.m. She then grabbed her sons, and together the 3 of them hid in the bedroom closet. They were listening to the suspects running and rummaging through the belongings in various rooms. She did call 911 and also texted the neighborhood patrol. An off-duty Atlanta police officer with the neighborhood patrol responded and chased the suspect, who was wearing all black clothing and a mask, down the road until he hopped into a black SUV and sped off. You know how scary that is? They said they found $16,000 worth of $100 bills spilled onto the ground outside the home, and the recovered money was just part of the $100,000 that was missing.
Wow. That is scary. That is one of my biggest fears, that I'm not home and somebody breaks into the house and my wife and the kids are there alone. That is one of my biggest fears. That's why I try to do everything to protect, like with the dog and the alarm system, and even training my wife how to shoot. I try to do all that just to make sure. That's why I always tell people, make sure that you train or you learn how to shoot. So if worse come to worse, you put them kids in the closet and you got to fire them rounds, but that is scary. Thank God that she's safe. You could always get jewelry and all that other stuff over, and, you can make more money, but thank God her life is there.
Yeah, so they do have surveillance video from cameras on the property. They got a fingerprint and all of that. But I
hope they get caught.
They did find a Glock as well. They found a gun.
Oh, they dropped the gun?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness.
With an extended magazine. They found it outside the home. They believe that was left behind. All right. Well, thank God she is okay and their sons are okay. And that is your rumor report.
So when you find that, right, you find that Glock with an extended clip, right, that just makes you feel like they were going to do whatever it had to do, whatever it took to get that money, right? They were going to lay the whole family down for some money and some jewelry, right?
It's scary because you're like, now how do you live there after that?
All right. Up next is Donkey of the Day. If you want to give somebody Donkey of the Day, phone lines are wide open, 800-585-1051. Call us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.